Yeah, I'm just about to go out for my first proper ride on a bike since my arm injury. It seems to be working alright, so it'll be a nice little test before we go coaching in Spain. See how things go. While I go out for a ride, check out this clip, how I use Google Maps to learn a circuit. This is how I use Google Maps. Start off with, of course, first typing in the name of the circuit. Hit search, it'll then come up with a map of the circuit itself. Then you go down to satellite to get you the image, and then on you can zoom in to the circuit to a particular section that you want to look at. However, it leaves on the image of the circuit and the circuit map itself. So to get rid of this map here, it's described as a label, so you go up to menu, turn your labels off, and that cleans the image up tremendously. Then to give you more range, you can move the sidebar out of the way, and then that gives you a much bigger screen to use your view. Now, part of the advantage of using Google Maps is you can actually see the radiuses of the corners. Luffield here, which has got a lovely constant radius corner. Brooklands, which has got a relatively constant approach, and at the end it nips up. So you've got a tight section, there's a less tight section. Now this gives you an ideal opportunity to start looking for markers, for apexes. You can see all these are actually grids at the side of the circuit, and you can utilize them as your reference points around the circuit. Now an ideal line around this sort of place here, because you've got two corners, you've got Brooklands and Luffield, you've got two corners fairly close together. Your corner speed here is restricted by the fact that the last part of the corner tightens up. So it's an ever decreasing radius, but whichever way it happens you usually end up on this side of the track on the exit. Now the ideal entry place into Luffield is here, but to get from there to there is virtually impossible. Consequently, you have to compromise your exit of this corner to get there, or compromise your entrance into Luffield and then gain as much as you can out of the combination of that corner and this corner. So I exit right over to there, which will mean your entrance will probably be as a maximum, probably about here. And that's a good compromise. Now the constant radius of Luffield, usually my apexes are these last two grids here, because I'm coming from this part of the circuit here, gradually reducing the radius, gradually reducing it, so I apex there and start to drive out the corner. But to be honest, because of the length and the corner, how long it is, even if you're right up against the curb going into the corner here, you can just hold a line and then wait for your effectively your apex here before driving out of the corner.